gonna tell the people? To like, subscribe, and make sure you guys leave your comments and share.
Share the lollipop and eat it like my.
Yeah, share and you can like the lollipop. But like this video, comment on this video, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you share. Travel piece. So as you guys can see, I got on my travel hat for you ladies so I can share with you some of the trips that I have done this year. Starting off with going to Seattle, Washington, and being able to talk to some of the people, wonderful people, meeting them during a street ministry with a fabulous woman who allowed me to come and embark on the vision that she had, speaking to the women in Tacoma, Washington. God had a different plan, and we had to change that women's conference to a street ministry, and we were able to go on the streets of Tacoma and feed the homeless population that was there food out of the trunk of our car, because we had to come from the hotel and hit the streets running, because that is what God had wanted us to do, and that's what we did. We were able to pray for these beautiful people. We were able to, fellowship with them, get a little bit of their stories, understand why it was that made coming to Tacoma and some of the hardships, and then speaking faith into their lives and encouraging them and letting them know that God has not forgotten about you. Just because you're going through this season right now, just because you may not have a job or the job you want or the home you may want, doesn't mean that God has forgotten about you. And these were some of the most beautiful people. Their spirits were beautiful, and just speaking to them made me feel encouraged. We have homes, we have our families, we have jobs, but these people out here on the street and bonding with other homeless people and building families with them and speaking encouragement with them. They don't know when they're going to get their next meals, but this doesn't discourage them from being their best. So going to Tacoma, Washington, and being able to visit, being able to travel, being able to go to some of the museums was a great, awesome thing. And also the first time that I kind of traveled without my husband. And, I got to do some things that I might not necessarily have done. I stayed in AirBnB for the first time, and this Airbnb was so beautiful compared to this B&B that I went to. The woman that hosted me in her home was so lovely. It was reasonable. It was feasible. I will put the information in the comments box. You can see that. Her home was so beautiful and so open. She even made me gluten-free cookies just so I would feel at home, because she knew that I was traveling without my husband. So Airbnbs, they are a luxury if you can go without being in a hotel, and you have your own privacy, you have your own space, living room, TV, internet, kitchen, and it was more feasible than renting a room there. The experience of going to the Ferris wheel, going to the pier, that was an exciting thing. I just enjoyed myself. So if you ever have the chance to go to Tacoma, Washington, or Seattle, Washington, and it's right connected to Portland, Oregon, we were able to go down to go visit the Voodoo Donuts. That was an experience. You can check that out on my Instagram. I have some, I'll put more updates, a link to it where you can see the donuts. We got maple glazed donuts. you name it, cereal, top glazed donuts, you name it, they had it. It was an experience that you just have to go and try it. So once again, this is Indigo Metellus. Make sure you guys head over to www.indigometellus. You can find me on any social media. Make sure you like,